There were strict rules about not taking any personal loot in Jericho. The Lord explained to Joshua that the ban on these items was violated. This is why they lost Ai. They drew lots to find the offender. He confessed, and he and his family were killed in the Valley of Trouble. Then Israel burned Ai to the ground. They took 30,000 soldiers for the second try. When they were done, Joshua engraved the law in the stones and read it to all the people, the blessings for compliance and the curses for going after other gods besides the Lord. Everybody heard it. Word got around about Israel and their God. A place nearby called Gibeon sent a delegation to Joshua, made to look like they had traveled from far away. They had old bread with long, worn clothes and sandals. They told Joshua it was a long trip. Joshua made a deal with them thinking they were not from the region. Joshua did not ask God. It worked out okay for the Gibeonites. Israel killed loads of Arabs of all kinds, but no Gibeonites. They walked a couple of days home and got service jobs with the Levites. Joshua defeated 2 multinational alliances in the balance of his career. God killed more with hailstones than Israel did. The Lord stopped the sun to lengthen a day. Israel killed more Arabs with the extra time. Joshua was rough on his enemies' leaders. He often made a showcase of killing them. Joshua did not drive out all the nations with idols. As it turns out, the list God gave Moses of the nations that needed to be defeated is identical to the list of nations left in the land after Joshua. Israel didn't become a nation. Israel was 12 tribes in a loose cultural coalition. Judah and Simeon teamed up to get all their land. None of the other tribes took full possession of their inheritance. Joshua enjoyed a time of peace in the land. When Joshua first spoke to the people, he was nicer than Moses. It seems there might have been a shred of hope in Joshua that Israel could be the apple of God's eye. In his last address to the people, that hope seems to have faded to nothing. Israel was in the land, living in cities they did not build, eating the fruit from orchards and vineyards they didn't plant. God had done it miraculously because of repeated promises he made with Abraham and his sons. God did all he said he'd do. Joshua implores the people to choose the Lord. The people say, "We will serve the Lord." Soon after Joshua died, the people went after the local gods and married local women.